So you see the security service recruitment that was done in November, that even some people lost their lives.
Get to the body screening and they suspended it since. So I couldn't do the body screening.
Over 500,000 people applied and 100,000 were selected. Now this 100,000 that was selected, 1,500 had HIV or has HIV, and 6,000 of them they abuse drugs. I have the intotals, the mixed totals, and the extotals of the story.
How many people did you do testing all? Because that's scary.
Well, there were over 100,000.
Now the Ghana Security Service has sent out, forms. Say people should apply. That was last year, 2025. Now, even in November, people who applied for the Ghana Army, people lost their lives. Some girls lost their lives, and then even the president says that they should bring a representative from their family to stand in for them. Then they'll pick them automatically. Now, moving forward, it wasn't just army that the people applied. People applied for immigration, fire service, police, a whole lot. So basically, all of it forms up to be the security service. Now, out of these people who have applied, 100,000 were passed. Like they went through the phase and then they did war and they selected them. So they went to do their medicals. Now, this 100,000 who went to do their medicals, over 1,300 people have HIV and they don't know.
Number is here when we're discussing the argument. Let's send them the results. And then I remember, the recent recruitment, we had, I think, about 1,300 or so that were on HIV. And then they said, can you imagine sending somebody?
No, the Interior Minister says, Honorable Muntaka says that they can't just stand up and send messages to people and tell them that, oh, Charlie, you have HIV, so we didn't take you. But rather, they found a way to disqualify them. When they disqualified them, they added a number and told them that, Charlie, reach out to this number and they'll inform you on why you were disqualified. They'll give you more in totals on why you were disqualified.
The results, they're telling the person that you have HIV. That's not the procedure. The person has to go through some orientation. So one of the things that we did was simply to say that when you get disqualified, you are given a contact to reach out if you are interested in knowing the details. Then when you call, then they assist you to let you know. Because interestingly, some of the things that we realize are treatable.
Now, that aside, over 2,000 people out of the 100,000, over 2,000 people, when they checked, 2,000 people to have mental problems. They are mentally unstable. Now, these 2,000 people who are mentally unstable, it's not like they are totally mad. Some of them, they are going through mental problems that can be cured or can be solved.
Drug, mental, and all that. A lot of it, some of them, I believe, you would help you be able to get out of it, especially those who had mental issues. People may not even know that they are having mental issues. But these are things that are easily treatable. So we encourage everybody to try and reach out. Don't just say because you've been discovered, you are no longer interested. Be interested, because it may be something minor, it may be something major, whichever it is. If you get to know, it will be of great interest to them. But the reason why we didn't send the results directly was that we don't want the...
If you have mental problem there, it means say you are not stable or you are mentally not stable. Now you are not stable to be in the civil service, because Charlie, it's a vigorous training that you are going to go through. So if you have all these things, then they can't go ahead with you.
And also get treatment so that subsequent recruitment they could join. So you need to know, it's of interest for every person that got disqualified to be interested in knowing what was the cause.
Now 6,000 people too were drug abusers. 6,000 people abuse drugs. Then they take the codeine, the tramor, the red, and all those things. Then they went to do the test in the medicals. When they went to do the medicals, they realized that these people, this guy, they take codeine, this lady, they take tramor. They checked their system and realized that over 6,000 people were doing drugs. And you see, if your system is not stable, you are into drugs, you can't be in the security service. You can't.
Honorable Minister, how many people did you test in all? Because there are two things you mentioned. For the drug and mental, there were 6,000 people that were affected. And for the HIV, 1,300. How many people did you test in all to get these figures? Because that's scary.
Well, there were over 100,000.
Okay.
Remember those who qualified the aptitude test they were over 100,000 who went through the test.
So Honorable Muntaka, Minister of Interior, is saying that if you were disqualified and they disqualified you, and there's a number there to reach out to the number and ask the number why you were disqualified. They will explain, they will take you through a process. Maybe you had HIV, maybe you had drugs in your system, maybe you had mental problem. Well, like I said, 2,000 people had mental issues, 6,000 people were doing drugs, and 1,300 people had HIV. So they are trying to take all these people through process, through rehab, through counseling, through the rightful means, so that some of them, he said that some of the people who had these issues or have this problem, it is curable. It is highly curable. It's not that they have this problem, so they are going to, buy or something, but they can cure them. Some of them can be healed. Some of them can go to take medications and then they'll be better. Some of them, their conditions are not extremely serious. So reach out to the numbers that they added to your disqualification and then let them solve or let them sort you out.
A contact to reach out if you are interested in knowing the details. Then when you call, then they assist you to.
Now, Sierra Ketia, chairman for the NDC, has also come to say that over 500,000 people applied for the security service. Now, the 500,000 people, they can't pick everybody. Now, if they say they'll pick everybody now, who will go and be the thief for the policeman to get a job to go and catch the thief? Even though the government might have the ability to, even if the government have the ability to cater for this 500 or pay this 500 people safer, if they say they will employ everybody, why, who will go and steal for you to go and catch the person?
Nipa womo apply ya na omunyina yebetimi afa omunyina adwuma mu no nipa mako 500,000 obi pe police na ko wura na ebisa ya ho say 500,000 se sika wo mpo na ye fa munyina adwuma mu a na munyina ma be presifo a ehefo na mbekọ akọche wo.
But then, let's not forget, we are not here to encourage people to go and steal. No. We are not saying that we are against stealing. Stealing is wrong, and if you are caught, the law will deal with you. Like, stop stealing, don't steal. But you see, let's also address the issue where people are abusing drugs. People are taking drugs. Charlie, you don't get any solution. The drugs, it won't help. Bro, some people have had conversations with people who take drugs and things, and all be sake of depression, majority be sake of stress, majority be sake of unemployment, majority be sake of then they think too much. But you see, then again, these drugs that you are taking, they don't solve that problem. That is what they don't know. These drugs don't solve that problem. They rather worsen the case. So please and please, if you are going through something, speak to somebody, see a doctor. That is why you have to see Newman Health Service Center. It's an online platform where you speak to a doctor. You don't have to see the doctor's face. Just reach out to the doctor and then talk to him. Tell the doctor that this is your problem, and they will sort you out. That is why Newman is here. Whatever thing you are going through, talk to Newman Health Service Center and they will sort you out. The drugs not there. It is of no use. You will not find it. It will not help you. And those of you who, they say some people who have HIV too, I beg, if you can't abstain from the thing, Charlie, protect yourself. If you can't abstain, if the toto they sweet you, the meme they sweet you, Charlie, if the man in thing they sweet you, please protect yourself. If you can't stay away, if you can't abstain, protect yourself. If you don't know how to go about with it, speak to Newman Health Service Center. They will also sort you out. I'm just here. My name is Kwabena Liquid. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, watch other videos on this channel. We love you guys so much. Peace.